When
I
it
agree
comes
with
to
you on
Dallas,
that.
I think they need to find their Jarrett Allen because they tried to play Kristaps at the 5 a lot last year and it just didn't work. He played terrible. Now he's playing the 4 again this year. He's playing really good, but they just don't have that center to be like a good rim protector. Like they've tried Dwight Powell, they've tried Moses Brown, they've tried Boban. None of it is working. They need to find their Jarrett Allen. I don't know who it would be. I'm sure there'll be someone out there. But who is there any like big man centers that you would think of maybe that they could look at?
I'd go for Steven Adams. I see if Memphis would trade me Steven. Like I would really gamble for Steven Adams. I think he probably off the top, the only big man that played like a big man that might be on the market. I can't think off the top anybody else, but anybody else, one of those like close call centers, like it just happened. Then,
Marvin Bagley's available right now. Does he fit
no, not defensively.
Yeah.
Not for what you're trying to prove. Like, because essentially he's just a lower tier Kristaps Porzingis to me. And Marvin Bagley, he's gonna want to be on a team where he can play. and I don't think he had played, but he's not gonna get the touches he think he can to try to get paid. So I think maybe even Myles Turner, right? I think that might even be
Myles Turner. That would be. Well, Indiana just never want to blow it up though. But actually, now that you say Myles Turner, I don't think there'd be a more perfect player now to put in with Kristaps. Like that team would be, and like Myles Turner can still hit the 3, not consistently, but like. Yeah. If Luka's wanting to have one of those games where he just needs a bunch of shooters around him, Turner's there. Like, you got Turner then, Kristaps, Finney Smith would still be there. I don't mind that, actually, now that you've kind of brought that up. And that could be a perfect chance for Indiana to get, like, 2 first-round picks and, like, a good role player back even. Because I think Dallas would definitely give up quite a fair bit to just get him to the team. I really like that.
Actually, they might take Moses Brown because, honestly, they might give him some take. Well, maybe not, because then I thought Dallas would get Moses Brown some take, but they really haven't played him either. But
yeah, he's getting tossed around more than Kendall Jenner now. He's just been on every team now. He went from OKC to Boston, Dallas, and then he goes to Indiana. That's like 4 teams in a year and a half. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I think you do wonder though, like you would have to give up a player to get Myles Turner to the team. Reggie Bullock has really not had many minutes for them this season. I think Indiana could look at him. Bullock would make sense for them, I think. I really don't know why Dallas signed him. They gave him like $10 million a year. He's coming off the bench playing like 15 minutes. I don't know. I really don't like that by the Mavericks. I think Bullock, he needs to be like a dude playing at least 20 plus minutes, I reckon. Yeah, it's tough. That's tough for him, but he could be in the Turner thing. Do you think, is that the guy? Do the Mavericks go out and get Myles Turner? Don't worry about Kemba, but go out and get Turner? If so, like how much would Turner be? Would it be 2 first-round picks or?
I think you can probably get away with 1. Myles Turner, but it also depends on, because if you're talking about like, I'm taking back Reggie Bullock and Moses Brown. Yeah, I think you can probably get away with 1, right? But anything less than that, I think you might have to give up 2.
Yeah.
So I think
it's tough. And Josh Green could be available. He's a young guy that could go out and help Indiana. He's had rare opportunity for them, but something also tells me something's not right with Josh Green. Like, he just doesn't seem ready. Even with the Australian Olympic team, like, he was like the 15th man on the Olympic team. Something about it just, like, do you know what the NBL is, right? That's the Australian League. There were like 4 NBL players that were getting minutes over Josh Green in the Olympics. Like, I don't know. I don't want to call him a bust because I actually really like the way he plays. I just don't think he's being utilized right. But Indiana, they could use a shot creator type dude like him. And yeah, Moses Brown could be there. Reggie Bullock as well. First or 2. It's tough, but yeah, I actually really rate that by you. I think that Myles Turner, he's the guy now.
Yeah.
That might be even a separate video to maybe make.
Yeah, I could, and even one more too. Because now that we talked about the Knicks and all that stuff, I think I might even be intrigued to trade for Mitchell Robinson. And in that one, then you probably can give up Jalen Brunson. I know that'd be a tough ask, but that would intrigue the Knicks. You wouldn't have to give up the picks. You might be able to do that 1-for-1, maybe.
Does Kemba go to the Knicks though? Does Kemba go to Mavericks? Sorry, or could you imagine if they did a Kemba Reggie Bullock swap? You just send Reggie Bullock back to the Knicks.
That would be funny though, but maybe. But if Dallas did that for Mitchell Robinson, they would probably get a third team to take Kemba to get another asset. Because I sincerely don't think Kemba works in Dallas, right? Even with them, even if they were to trade Jalen Brunson in this deal, I really don't think Kemba, like, he's undersized. Well, and I guess people would argue Jalen Brunson is 6 feet, but it's like Jalen Brunson. Yeah, he just works better for the team.
He can play off ball better too.
Yeah, and he's never been an off the ball player, right? Like, he can be. He could be like we see him in Boston. He's a lot more passive than Kyrie Irving, but you don't get the true benefits of Kemba when he's passive.
Yeah.
Right? He's a catch and shoot shooter, and he gets out of the groove when he has to be a catch and shoot shooter because he's so used to it.
Yeah. Does Philadelphia use Kemba? Could he go there?
He would be perfect in Philly. Perfect. But he might not start though.
yeah. They probably go Maxiell over Kemba.
Yeah.
If so, like, what would they give up? Because, like, you got to match the 10 million. Unless you go for a buyout, but I feel like the Knicks know they could at least get a second-round pick and a role player back for him, right? Like that's why I think they'll be looking at Reggie Bullock, because I think they really hated when Reggie Bullock left. I think they were not happy when he left. I think if you could go out and get him back, that'd be an idea. But Philadelphia, I don't know if they have a guy they can trade to match the $10 million contract. Danny Green's there, but, like, I think they want to keep Danny Green.
Yeah.
It's really difficult. I just don't know if they have a guy to go out and do it with.
I'm about to say for Philly, that's the team who would hope Kemba hits the waiver wire.
Yeah.
Because it just works out better. But like you said, that would be a perfect place for Kemba. Because they're not giving up Seth Curry. They're not giving up Danny Green. They're not giving up Tyrese Maxey. Like, they're not giving up those role players in Philly. It's just not like they would give up the pick, the second round pick, but if it acquires them having to give up a player, they're not doing that, right? They're not doing that. But for the Knicks, I don't think they should waive him because I do think there's teams out there that would trade for him. His deal is realistic. Yeah. It helps. Like, if it wasn't for his contract that they renegotiated, it would have been tough.
Yeah. All right, great. Well, I don't know if there's too much to talk about. Just wanted to, thank you for coming on. It's been really good. Hopefully we'll do this again. But hopefully, best of luck to the Cavs. Hopefully we continue to keep going and do this and that. But yeah, I'm really interested to see if any of these go down. I'll probably separate these into clips and do that. So go subscribe to my clips channel too, guys. If you haven't already, I'll link that in the description down below. Go subscribe to Relly's channel, which will also be linked in the description down below. All that type of stuff. Yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time.